Hey everybody, Jim, also known as Final Neuron, back again for some more Ogre Battle 64. Let's get into it. So last time we kicked Raid's butt. He was throwing some ethnic minority cannon fodder against us, which was great. Looks like we're going to have to follow him up and see what he's got going on now. So here's that scene that I mentioned before where Troy goes to his hometown. What was his voice? Oh, hey, Mom! How are you doing, Troy? I've been worried about you. Jeez, don't treat me like a kid. I'm all grown up and stuff. Really? But I'm still worried. You're such a weirdo. I thought people might not like you. Take this. It's a shield made from a sacred tree. It holds the power of the gods. Sounds like something that a typical peasant family wouldn't have access to. Your father made it for you, using the power of the gods. Take good care of it, okay? Make sure you keep it clean and in good working order. Stay healthy and cut it out, Mom. The hallowed shield, which I think protects you from status changes, which is really good later in the game when people try to petrify you, which is a one-shot kill. The Highland of Sothan. Glue, 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 glue. The Steadfast. I wonder who that could refer to. Were the Ball Malkins dragged into the war because of us? Are we to be blamed? Yes, you idiot. You should believe what Raid said. Are you worried about what Raid said to you? Unfortunately, it's true that we contributed to bringing them into the war, but it was the Western Division, Palatinus, that dragged them into this. Nerdum was defeated by the Brigade of Radiant Cross. They've become slaves to their conquerors. Okay, Isom. Do you use your weapons to bring harm to people or protect them? It's all in what you use your weapon for. Don't you agree? That's the same thing. We may be the reason why they were dragged into war. Is that something we can allow? Who gave them the right to do that? Does anyone have that right? This is our status. Stay focused on your task. Let's get started. Let's get started. For this operation, we will begin at Fort Celestis. We will march on Castle Zigeveld, located a day southwest of Celestis. We must capture the castle. You always say we must. According to our scouts, they've taken a southern town and are headed this way. And they have flying units. I'm not sure what they're planning, but be careful. There's an unconfirmed report that the enemy has done something to the bridge. Be careful when crossing it. So, the rivers do create a bit of a challenge when you're dealing with flying units because they're going to be able to invade along any number of routes, whereas I can only invade theirs in a couple of places. There's in the north middle where there's that bridge, and then the east middle where there's that bridge. So I'm going to have to be able to mount an offensive while also protecting the center at the same time. And we've got this neutral city here, close to my headquarters. And as always, not only do I have to not capture it myself, I have to prevent the enemy from capturing it so I don't get a reputation loss. So that's going to be fun. And there are no other cities that are particularly close, which means I don't really have a place to heal and recover until I get way down in enemy territory. Like those two cities in the west, they're practically the enemy headquarters. So I'm not going to get a city to rest in until I get that far in. Or I can go the east route. But yeah, there's problems with going that way. They established a base in this area to invade Alba. Push all of your worries out of your mind. Are you prepared? Okay, we've got everybody dispatched. Let's take a look at the cities that we have nearby. It would be nice to grab this one relatively early. The morale is middling. It's getting harder and harder for me to liberate middling cities as my units become either very chaotic or very lawful. This one's got a very high morale. Very, very high. But that actually that makes it easy. Someone like Samantha or Simone Shirley can go get it. This one has an extremely low morale. Wow. Let's see if Linus can even capture that. Or if Linus can even liberate that. She's chaotic. Well, it's based on the average of a squad's characters. And those undead are going to bring the average way down. Way, 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 way down. Oh, also, her footman got an upgrade to wizard. He's no longer a basically useless footman. So that's good. And let's see, what else? We have this city over here. Middling. And that's our witch's den. So, let's see, where is the shop? Aha! Okay. So that does make it a good target for that reason, too. I haven't deployed healing items on anything yet. I'm not sure if we're going to go ahead with that or not for this mission. I've just never really been big on carrying healing items for some reason. Probably my over-conservative nature. But I think we're going to delay it this time. I just don't feel like messing with it right now. Alright, 56. Well, I think Aznabel can even get to that. Aznabel, despite the fact that I want him to have a negative alignment, actually has a pretty positive alignment. Like it's bordering on the upper level. Also, his guy's upgraded. So he's got 3 berserkers, a wizard, and a witch now. All that trash unit leveling that we did last time paid off. I think he can take it without capturing. So I'm going to go ahead and send him this way. And as always, when I send a chaotic unit, I will send a positive unit to accompany them. We'll send Leia this time. And because this is one of the 2 major routes, I think I'll send someone else to go with them. So I think maybe Dio would be okay to go down there. That'll give me a really strong unit to sort of mop up in any situations where the first 2 were not able to handle it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try to invade over here. And what was that again? I think it was middling. Yeah, 46. That's going to be tough. I think Woody can take that. Woody is chaotic, neutral, neutral. Okay, that should be about right. So Woody, you are assigned here. And together with him, let's go ahead and send Linus just because we know that she's going to be needed for taking, what is it, this one? No, this center city. It's the center city. She'll be needed there. And she's got incredible sustain. Incredible sustain. So far we've got 5 units moving, and we've got 5 staying at home. That's excessive. That's excessive. Let's send somebody else out. We don't really have a positive unit going that way. So maybe we'll send Shirley also. Even though we kind of, you know what, we need her in the southeast. So we'll put off on sending her. We'll send Isom. Isom's a good compromise. And he shouldn't get in a position where he's overwhelmed when he's got 3 other units with him. All right, we've got some visual here. Duncan Duncan is a Hawkman, but you can see how he's standing there. If you see the animation where they are walking, sometimes that means they have a non-flying unit in their party, and that stops them from actually being a flying party, a flying squad. This guy has all chicken men, so he actually is still a flying unit. We have a phalanx, Nigel. Let's call this the special abilities squad. The fairy in the back doing magic missile, that's not going to do anything. Only my undead would have anything to fear there. The gremlin has a bit of control. He does a bit of damage and sleep. And then the other fairy is just doing like a stat buff. So it also nothing to worry about. One phalanx by itself is not scary. So there's nothing down there we really need to worry about. Looks like they've got a Balmonk in here. Yeah, this is an all grappler group. They're going to be able to put out a lot of physical damage. A lot. I wouldn't be surprised if one or even two of the units I'm sending west ends up having to just leave because of that. Aha. And this air unit here, I'm guessing that it's either waiting to trip some kind of condition where it'll come flying at me, or it's waiting for me to get close so it can chase me. Not sure which. Wow. Okay, so this is a maximized unit. Every unit is in a place to do the best possible damage. Thankfully, the leader is exposed. So that's a benefit to us. Two more units in the southeast. There is a phalanx named Valentine. He's nothing. He does nothing. He does nothing. Mace. Me is a Black Knight with some very physically vulnerable units. They'll get a lot of attacks. This squad gets 10 strikes. The Black Knight should have armor penetrating on his attack because it does magic damage. The others are weak to physical damage, but they also deal physical damage, and they'll all get all of their strikes. So it's a maximized unit, but it's also vulnerable. So we're not so worried about that one. Why do you follow Lotus's orders? They're using you. You will never understand us. Do you know what it feels like to have fellow countrymen held hostage and be forced into battle? Of course not. You're nothing more than bloodthirsty beasts who fight amongst yourselves. Well, I mean, it probably looks like that from the outside. So I'll be able to put 6 strikes on the leader. Oh, nice crit. Wow. So he's almost certainly going down. Almost certainly. And we'll have to keep a close eye on where their unit is when we beat the leader, because we don't want to repeat of last battle where I had a skull unit almost capture a city from me. Yeah, these guys are pretty epic. These grapplers are pretty epic. But I came out on top easily. Alright, I'm going to take a second to check all of the levels on these enemy units, just to see how much of a discrepancy we're dealing with. Okay, so it looks like everything is level 12. That's the same as the last battle, which is great for me because I've leveled a lot since then. All the troubles that I had last time are not going to be in play this time. That's pretty great. So let's take Linus. I wanted her to level. Let's let her go and finish off these poor, unwitting tools of the evil, oppressive monarchy. This squad is new. That's nothing really. The phalanx is going to be physically tough. He's only going to get 1 strike. He's on the side, so he's not really offering protection to the back line. So they get a total of 3 strikes and 4 spells. It's very mixed stuff. They're going to hit front and back, so they're not going to be able to focus their damage at all. Nothing to fear. And we've got 4 people here. Let's just go ahead and send one more to the west. Katrina, she needs to level. Send her west. In fact, I'm going to pin her to this grappler group because she resists physical damage, and that's pretty much all they do. So she's a good candidate for cleaning it up. Alright, what do we have here? Anything moving that we didn't already see? We've got 2 enemy units that are going to hit us the second that we cross this bridge. I do not like that. I do not like fighting on bridge. I do not like it. Same I am. And we've got another posted air unit. We saw this exact squad last time. It was not that effective. The level 12 was what made it effective last time, and it's the same one now. So we're not too worried about that. Valkyrie group. Yeah, we've seen this one before too. It's not maximized. 4 physical strikes, 3 spells. The leader's exposed. It'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be able to deal with that. Pretty much anybody should be able to handle those. So let's take a look. How about we go ahead and have Linus split and deal with this fencer. Also, we've got this new phalanx here. Again, is that the same as this one? It is, right? I think that's the same thing Jean has. Am I wrong? Zell and Jean? Wow. Okay. Whoever taught you guys is terrible. They are terrible. You should fire your teacher. So, target leader? Let's just target weakest. I don't even care if they run away. They're never going to be a threat. They're going to have to catch me sleeping just to have a chance of doing decent damage, much less winning. Okay, 16, 6, that's 22, 35 damage so far. I just outdid them. Yeah, it's just such a low damage strategy. It's kind of surprising to see them still using soldiers. Okay, we're going to shift the strategy a little bit here. There's a trigger condition over here on the east side. There's something that will cause that Black Knight to run south and destroy the bridge. And it's either taking this city or fighting the unit on it. I don't really remember which. So instead of what I was doing, I'm going to redirect all of these squads to go after that Dark Knight. Except for Aznabel. He probably still needs a little bit of leveling. And I know Woody does. So we're going to have to find a way to get Woody some scraps to clean up. One thing I didn't quite consider is that killing the leader in this group is not going to be that easy. Because he's on the side. So I think we just go ahead and attack weak. And that'll let me put out as much damage as I can. Probably end up killing that sorceress if nothing else. Isom hit the phalanx because his sword does lightning damage instead of physical. So the phalanx's defenses did nothing for him. In fact, those sorceresses might resist it better than the phalanx did. Sustain is carrying really well. That knight on the side is the most vulnerable to this unit, and he's still doing fine. 14 experience for a kill is okay. That's about where I'll normally try to get a different unit out into combat, because they'll gain a lot more from that fight. Okay, Woody. Let's send Woody after this unit right here. Linus? Show me a good time, Linus. Show me how to have some fun here. Now, a sorceress and a wizard can do a spell combo if their elements don't conflict with each other. Like if you have fire and water, they won't combo. I think I equipped a spell book on that wizard to change his element so that they don't conflict. If he does lightning, yeah. So they will be able to spell combo once they build up their unit morale a bit. Right now, they're still trying to get used to the fact that I guess they have evil dead souls in making up their army. So this outcome is actually not great for me. None of my skeletons died, but they're all weak. which means they could get wiped out pretty quickly at the beginning of the next combat and leave me with no front line. They would regenerate at the end of the line, at the end of the combat, but I would get some hits on my back line first. So I'm going to let her chill for a second. I did skull that group. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. If Linus gets a spot to go heal up, then I'll let her go do that. We're still hitting weakest. Very good. That should take one. That should... Wow. 46 on the nose. Enough hit points to finish it exactly. Yeah, it's amazing how often you do exactly enough or within 1 or 2 points of damage. So now the archer can hit the back, but everything else is focused on the phalanx. They're still going to radically out-damage the phalanx. No chance I'm losing that combat. Looks like Dio's getting around 13, 14 per unit killed also, which is, like I said, I prefer for something else to get that experience. So I think Leia, just chill for a second right there. Witch's dress. Okay. Dio, also chill right there. Leia, Dio. Let's let Aznabel get in and soak it. He still needs to level up. Let him get in there and soak it. I'm not sure what I'm targeting. It won't make much difference. Yeah, if they're targeting weak and they don't hit the middle one, they're not going to stack their damage anyway. I think I'll probably end up clearing it about the same speed no matter what. It's not like I need to worry about their damage on me. Every last bit of it will get healed off. Yep. Doing a pretty good job of resisting. And not taking it in the first place. Got him pinned on the river. Oh, a healing item. Too bad your boss didn't have that on him during last fight. Yeah, it doesn't... The nice thing about golems is it doesn't particularly matter whether these guys turn their formation one way or the other. They can focus all their attacks on one guy and I would just heal it off. 18 damage for a whole round of combat. So next time I should be able to pick up some actual kills. The guy on the right, I need to average about 16 damage a hit to be able to finish him. The one on the left. How many have you got? How many healing items have you got? I already did the math. You ruined my math. So the one on the right should still die. That's still true. Wow. It did about a 50% or maybe a little more reduction on that guy's special backline attack. Golems are just so very good. They're kind of in easy mode. Like, they can take a lot of damage from magic, but lots of things can take a lot of damage from magic. There's nothing special about that. Oh, Woody's turn. This will go well. Alright, let's see here. It would have been great if Woody was on the left side instead. But having him on the right makes him absorb the sorceress's spells, which he will reduce. So that's not so bad. That's not so bad. There's no point in changing the strategy because everything can hit exactly one target. 28 against a spellcaster. Pretty good. How much do you take? 15. You're doing good there, Woody. Very good. Nothing will die this turn. Nice dodge. Nothing will die this turn, but if they come back, which is questionable, then I'll be able to kill at least the sorceress. Even if she blocks twice, she'll die. She might die if she blocks once. It'll be close. What you gonna do, huh? Oh, what? Oh. Isam's gonna end up with that fight. There's a chance that he's not quite close enough. So I'm gonna get him to stand still on the off chance that he's not quite close enough. to completely demolish that group. Otherwise, he's going to take about all of the experience, which is a shame because I'm still a little paranoid about Woody being low level. All right, one more hit on the left, and we will have it. One of them is down. One will go down the next time. 70 to 5 is about 15. They might be able to kill both this next time. That's possible. Right move, go to location, right there. Hopefully that works. Now, Aznabel. I need to check Aznabel's formation. I want the witch to be in the right spot. Never mind. This is cleanup. Never mind. We'll just let Aznabel, let that witch do whatever. It's really not going to matter. It is really nice to be able to do unit cleanup this early in a battle so that you don't have to pay attention to that stuff. It's very nice to be able to do that. First of all, I am a very paranoid person when it comes to strategy games. Very paranoid. And after last combat, where a skull walked halfway across the map to try to capture my city, that was awful. I'm not going to sleep normally for weeks after that. All right. Isom standing still. It looks like he's just barely far enough away. It looks like that phalanx next to Isom is also in fleeing mode. He's got the sweat flying off of his head. Very good, except I'm going to heal it and then I'm going to kill you. Thanks for the chance to be at 100%. Very good. That left golem is still weak. He's still weak. We still got to get him leveled up. That one kill was 42 experience. Robe of the Wise, very good. Robe of the Wise is very good. It gives you a nice intelligence boost for caster classes. All right, who's it going to be? Woody, go west. Okay, Aznabel, very good. Very, very good. Aznabel can actually put some damage on this leader. And the spellcaster, we'll have to see how much. I don't expect a lot of damage out of him. He just promoted. So I don't think he's going to lay down tons of damage. Yeah, no. He's got some time to go before he starts laying out serious battle-ending damage. Not bad, Aznabel. Way better than last battle. That Berserker got 46, which means, yeah, they definitely need some more time to level up to. I would let Aznabel... Oh, we've got a Dragon Tamer down here. I would let Aznabel go on the Dark Knight, but there's a big difference between fighting nothing units and fighting, like, almost optimal units. They would do so much physical damage to him that he could win and still have to run home. So probably we'll have Leia do that one. Let's just go ahead and queue her up. Get her to go after Me Is hungry. Me is whatever. Dragon Tamer. Ellen. Do you have a dragon? You have one dragon. Okay. No offense. I'm not the slightest bit worried about what you're going to do. So I've got Woody headed west. However, he's not going to catch that guy. And the guy's headed to a fortified town. So he's going to need some backup. I'll have to decide who's going to go with him to back him up. Meanwhile, Linus is sitting there kind of not useful. I need to figure out what to do with her. And while I'm at it, I'm going to take... Let's take Rebecca. Let's post her over here close to this city. Just to make sure that flying units can't come by and cause all kinds of awful problems. Aznabel, I'm going to send him against the one on the city here in a second. Just not quite yet. I want to resolve this first. Guess who I want you to hit? Well, you can probably guess. Ooh, 32. He's going to get another one of those too. Man, that is a lot of damage. Actually, I probably have to run here. Okay, good. Okay, if he had hit that knight again, boy, that was a giant risk I shouldn't have taken. Give me the combo. Very good. Oh, and the splash is actually significant right now. Significant. So that turned out as well as I could hope. I was at risk of losing a unit a couple of times. It was not a wise fight that I took there. So let's have her just go home. That's what she needs to do. Aznabel, go ahead and smash the guy on the city. And what is their alignment, their morale again? 56. Aznabel can take that. I don't know if this is going to trigger when this guy crosses the bridge. Okay, don't go. Don't go. If that unit is a skull when it crosses the bridge, I don't know if that will still cause the bridge to get sabotaged, which is what Hugo was talking about earlier. Very good. That stopped him from getting 2 paralyzed moves on me. So that was very good. That turned out the way I wanted. The fairy buffs itself so that its own stats are better so that it can... Well, that's its only move. So a total waste of a move. Got rid of their other magic missile. The witch is doing real work this time. I am very happy with her. And a unit like this that doesn't have any built-in sustain, being able to block their attacks, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty great. The enemy is heading for the bridge near Jirum. They're going to destroy it. Hurry! The bridge near Jirum. Are they? Are they? Like, what am I supposed to do about that? That triggers when you have the Black Knight reach a certain point. I think he has to get to that southern city in order to successfully cause it to be destroyed. If that's true, don't have to worry about it. It's not going to happen. I let Woody get away from me, so he ended up in this fight at the city. Nice dodge, nice dodge. Dodge tanking is a thing. I may actually win this, but as you can see, he's so beat up. Okay, so I win. I can probably take the city. Yeah, she's coming at me. Let's see if Woody can get out of there. We'll see if he can back away. Katrina will come in and she will take the hits. Go for Jean. That'll clear the city. Right now we're kind of letting this guy do a fatigue trick. Not really intentionally. Mostly I just don't want to get any closer to him and possibly scare him across the river and inadvertently cause him to trigger that. That would be horrifying. I think what I'll do with Aznabel is, after he cleans this up, send him around to flank that Dark Knights group and scare it to the west and possibly up from the west so that it'll fatigue somewhere else. And then I can attack it and pin it against the river and finish it off without worrying so much that it's going to retreat across the bridge. Because I did what I needed to do to stop the bridge from being destroyed. Unless the unit can still trigger it while it's a skull unit, a leaderless unit. Not bad. Yeah, the new Aznabel is a great unit. Much better. Much, much, much better. So we're sending Leia. We need Shirley to capture that city to the south. Let's go ahead and send her at the city. Maybe not onto it necessarily, but at the city. Katrina is coming in. Let's do a field pause. I need to coordinate the west a little more tightly. I've been letting them run loose. Yeah, so that west golem, is going to take the worst damage, but it's still not going to be bad damage. That's my low level golem, and he's still tanking it just fine, including the magic. So nothing to worry about here. I won't be able to kill the phalanx even with a crit. Yeah, okay, fight's over. That'll also stop me from killing him. So let's get Woody started. Yeah, his fatigue's terrible too. It's just terrible. Katrata's already on the unit. Let's have Linus move to the stronghold and Isom move to the stronghold. Get everybody fresh and then send them out to punish these units that decided to stand around for some reason. Aznabel's looking good. There's no magic spells with the way that they are lined up here. And actually, there's not a lot of physical attacks either. So I should be able to take this really easily. That one Valkyrie seems to have a magic spear, so she might do better damage that way. However, being on the side, she only gets one physical attack and no spells. So it's a total waste. Even under-leveled, golems are fully capable of kicking butt. It looks like those two units over near Katrata are pinned on the wall already. So I can't scare them any further away by pursuing. I think what I'll do is just chill nearby with Katrata. And by doing that, I'll let Woody come in, heal up, and probably finish them off. I really want those worms to get to a higher level. It's a lot of fun to watch them dodge tank. Dodge tanking is extremely frustrating to play against. It's very satisfying to play as. Yep. You got no hope. It's the all-new Aznabel. Oh, I also equipped some special weapons on his two berserkers. One got a Balder club. The other got a Balder axe. And overall, that just means they do a bit better damage. They've got better intelligence, which would matter if they had any spells whatsoever. They don't. Okay, location. How about location of not on that base so you don't capture it? Isom, you're not capturing it either. We'll let Woody take it. Alright. Aznabel. Where is that guy headed? That phalanx is headed north to go to a base. Was he headed for the neutral city? See, I'm right to be paranoid. I am totally right. I was so right. There goes that. The reason why I really like for her to be a... I think she's lightning element. She's either lightning or fire. The reason I like her using Paralyze is that you can hit a paralyzed unit and it won't wake up. It doesn't knock it out of its stun state. Whereas if you're water, that means you do sleep. If you hit a sleeping unit, it can wake up. And if you wake a unit up, it doesn't lose the moves that it would have lost otherwise. Alright, we're going to go ahead and risk this part. What do they have left in that Dark Knights group? Oh, she came at me. I guess I wasn't scaring her as bad as I thought I was. Or maybe they were just getting onto the city. Well, that's not going to matter here in a second. Unless he gets blocked, that west dude is... Oh, actually, he may leave him with 1 hit point. Interesting. How much? 1 hit point. 1 hit point. How? I defeated the phalanx. Oh, they're in a weird... She's in a weird position, like a pixel perfect position, where the units will get onto the city and then just barely be in range of fighting her. Wow. Okay. That's very unusual. Very unusual. I have never seen that. In all the years I've had playing this game. Never seen that. Alright, boyos. Take that knight. Come on, man. The knights have better defense. What are you doing not hitting her? Oh, they won. They must have reduced my damage enough. Oh, that's interesting. Woody, how's your health? Never mind, your fatigue's too high. Who else has horrible fatigue? Katrata? Yeah, go ahead and camp up. Linus and Isom, go ahead and do it too. Everybody camp up. Alright, that lets us focus over here. Asnabel, go ahead and camp also. I'm still really nervous about this Black Knight. I don't want to give him any chance at all to end up triggering that. No chances. No chances allowed. Shirley. 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 Chill. Right there. So Linus is still heading down. How many health points? HP, as our British friends call them. How many HP do your skeletons have now? Did they get back enough to... Yeah, they can resist. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. I don't know how Linus is going to do. I don't know if she's going to be able to clear this. This fight's not going to bother her, but the other one, she's going to have to fight multiple times until they're dead. That's my only thought. Very good. Not very good. Not very good at all. So I'll have to cycle that skeleton out. There we go. Boom. Very good. And that does splash damage. And I think it can paralyze. So that double technique is really strong. Balderhelm. Very nice. That is one of the pieces needed for Paladin. So it seems like we're approaching the point where I can put out Paladins. Let's see. Who should we... Weakest is probably the best here. That should put my physical hits on the Valkyrie where they can go, and then both spells in the back. I wanted to be able to get a combo. Oh, I forgot to cycle the skeleton. Maybe the knight will follow up and hit it so he'll regenerate. That would be nice. Nope. Okay. Well, that means that they all get to have the experience from killing the Valkyrie. That's a good thing. Linus, quickly. Formation change. How about the unit that has more than 10 hit points being your tank? How does that sound? Now, the wizard is still vulnerable. Asnabel liberated Schaeferville. Oh, wait. Cochrane. Oh, yeah. She liberated Cochrane. Really? That means she has an alignment of at least 26. That shouldn't be right. That shouldn't be right at all. Okay. This is good for me to know, because if she has an alignment of at least 26, is she going to be able to liberate this place? Yeah, if she has a 26, she should be able to liberate all the way down to 6. But if she has higher than a 37, she won't be able to. So I got distracted and let the bird sneak up. Thankfully, he's not too big of a deal. Yeah, we'll just keep attacking weakest. It's actually to our advantage for him to just go away. Just come back some other time, or don't come back. I'm on a city. If he gets backed off and keeps coming at me, I'm healing. I'm healing the whole time, and he's generating fatigue. I do not have a problem with that. Here comes the big hit. Yeah, so they got through and actually got a hit on my sorceress. She took a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Not too bad. They may beat me here. That's the main thing I'm worried about. If I had been paying more attention and I had put Linus and who else is it? Katrata on the city, I wouldn't have to care. But as it is, they might be able to force Woody away. Alright, you two. My worst fears were not realized. I kept the city. This air unit, it looks like when I captured this city, the air unit came over towards me. Ooh, with Dio's position, he might automatically pin them against the river. Interesting. I'd like to send Leia's group against this, but she's not ready. She's not ready to take that attack. Dio has a cleric, right? Yeah, so he can sustain through it. Yep, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. This is probably a fight to the death, and not my death. I should still be hitting weakest. Yeah. The fact that it's the front and center guy does not bode well for the front and center guy. They're doing a pretty good job of stacking damage on Dio, which is never fun to see your leader get stacked on like that. However, the cleric makes it a lot less threatening. Feels like my guys are just attacking whatever random thing. Whereas the opposite side seems to be very clearly trying to go after leader. Yep, I was right. I was right. It's going to be an instant fight to the death. If I take advantage of the pause after battle bug. I'm not sure it's a bug. It's probably a bug that time passes if you don't pause. Also, I need to change his formation. He doesn't need to be in the middle taking every hit. Even with the sustain, that's just not working out very well. Yes. So the other chicken man should die next turn. In the meantime, 27 each. Is that right? Or did I kill 2 that time? I think I only killed the 1. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, a crit. Yeah, that's not comfortable. But I should be fine. He doesn't get any more attacks. And I get 2 heals. So Dio should be at or close to max health by the end of the fight. In fact, if I just kill him, it's not a problem at all. So I killed 2 units and I got about 30. So they're getting about 15 or so experience each. It's time to let somebody else take them. I would have let someone else take that, except... Sorry, Aznabel. I still don't have that much confidence in you. Speaking of Aznabel, are you recovered? He's fully recovered. Okay, so we're going to go shopping and then send him on his next mission. Oh, very good. Look at that. I don't have a Balder mace, so we're definitely going to buy one of those. Yes, please. Balder Club I have. Balder Spear I have. Balder Claw I have. Balder Axe I have 1 of them. Hard Leather I have. And then it's healing items. Very good. Very good. I like that. So we're going to send him this way first. And then down. And then... hopefully right, it'd be great if I could see, right there. And hopefully that will send the Black Knight at least west. And if nothing else, it'll send him against the wall to where he won't do much. If it turns out we're scaring him in the wrong direction, we'll change it up. So both of them are going to come here. They may choose to attack towards my headquarters after that, which will have them bypass that western city. So, it may be a good idea for me to send someone out. Let's see. They've got 1 air unit here, right? Zell? No, level. They've got one air unit here. My thinking is, how much do I need to leave back here? And the answer is not very much. Not very much at all. We'll send her to post up next to the neutral city, and we'll go ahead and send Rebecca forward. That should be fine. The fencer, I think, still has a good bit. Yeah, he's still got these 4 grapplers. That might be a good unit for her to go clear up. Even though she's strong, I don't want to let her get too far behind by having her not fight anything. Very good. Aznabel has done exactly what I wanted, except that dragon tamer's coming across now. That's probably actually going to work really well in my favor, though. Yep, it's going to work really well in my favor. At this angle, she's not going to retreat across the bridge. If she does, I'm going to delete myself, figuratively and literally. Let's go ahead and hit leader here. Should be able to stun her, too. There we go. Very good. Yeah, this should be a pretty effective trap. I don't have sustain on Aznabel, so I might end up cycling the units a little. One side will end up taking more damage than the other. For right now, it looks pretty good, though. So we're going to leave it as is. Aznabel? What? Send him after Mace. He's max fatigued, so... Oh, you want to go home? No. No, 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 no. You went the wrong way, little lady. Aznabel being on the right is actually a pretty good thing. When he's not blocked, his attack is actually capable of punching through the dragon's defenses. That dragon is getting work done, man. Wow. They shouldn't be that much above me in terms of levels. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So I'm going to let him heal up. I'll probably switch Dio out to make sure that none of these people can get across the bridge. Or maybe I'll just send Shirley down there. She's the one that needed to liberate it. That was this one, right? Right here. Jiram, morale 88. Yeah, we'll let them do that. And Aznabel needs to stop. We'll do a field pause. That way we will for sure at least be able to change Aznabel's formation so we don't lose that 8 hit point berserker. Doing good. Laying out the damage. Not taking too much. I can take another fight like that easily. So, yeah, very good. Very good. This is a very, not a glass cannon, but like a very offensively oriented unit. No sustain. Just 2 dragons that do lots of damage. I think I'll have her post here and camp. I don't feel like pursuing down into who knows what down there. And you go heal instead. I don't really want to risk having him go into a fight with this guy like that. Be smart. Let them do their thing. That dragon tamer. You had the wrong idea coming across the river. Dio, let's let him go south too. Let's let him go south too. Everything's looking pretty good. We just have to see what these units are going to do. They've got their fatigue back. Yep, there they go. Once they've got their hit points back. Yep, he's headed north. Headed north. So who do we want to fight level? He's got all his units. I'm not sure any of them can intercept, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm okay for any of them getting into the fight. I'd rather Isom didn't, because he seems plenty strong enough already. Leia's in a good spot to protect. I'll send Woody over. I still want him to level. If he ends up being overly powerful, hey, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Shirley liberated Jiram. Aznabel's going to be here a while. Still waiting on this guy to heal up. So, while we are having a small break in the action here, let's have everybody enter the strongholds. Did you see the old castle? Castle Ziggeveld? Ziggeveld was built by Nerdum to repel enemies from the south. Okay. That's, okay. History. I make faces, but I actually really like all the lore. I really like it. Your turn, Shirley. The warriors of Nerdum. The kingdom of Nerdum once stood here. It was destroyed by Lotus, and the people of Nerdum were enslaved. And then Isom. Are you a revolutionary? Are you going to Castle Talpa? You should travel northward, beyond Mount Ithaca in the Azure Plains. To the west are the Sable Lowlands and the old town of the Nerdum. South are the Aldvera Heights, where the Balmalkans are forced into labor. Alright, here we go. Looks like they want to come in, get a piece of some dragon. That's not going to end well for them. Nothing about that's going to end well for them at all. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. How about leader? They probably can't kill the leader, but they will definitely put him into retreat. Wow, it's actually going to be pretty close. They need to average 24 each. So I think they can do it. Block. 2 blocks. Yep, there it is. Yeah, you picked on the wrong dragons. So the dragon's alignment went up a little bit, fighting those relatively lawful units. And that reminds me that I need to try to get her alignment down. So I think I'm going to cycle her. You know what? Just go. Whichever way you think is best, just go. Then another unit got skulled, so we'll go ahead and put Woody straight on it. Probably one of these guys will come off after him. That's fine. And meanwhile, Katrina, yeah, Katrina can do it. Head here. If I remember, this is the very low morale. Yeah. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to send Linus. I know she liberated this town of Cochrane, which means she is no lower than 26. But if she's at 26, she can still do a liberation. So I'm going to risk it. I'm not overly pleased, but I'm going to risk it. Man, that's the mace that I just bought. I got 2 Robes of the Wise this map. That's great. That's a great find. Since you're here, please go here, and then go here. Woody's out here herding all the cats. All the cats are being herded by Woody. Woody, stay right here, and even camp. Oh, he's got a stack coming. Yeah, I should probably leave. I'll just have him back. I've got the other units coming at them from the other side, so that should be... Give it a couple of more seconds. That should be enough. There we go. Acting like you're still a combat unit. You've only got 2 people left. Plasma ball! Crack. Crack. Actually, if all my skeletons could have hit that Valkyrie, they probably would have wiped this. Oh yeah. The wizard's not too far behind. He got 21 from that, so he wants to level, but that's not too bad. Linus is a tank. This group is such an absolute tank. All right, we're hitting weakest, right? Yeah, good, 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 good. It means that sorcerer is going to get pretty blasted. I don't know what's going to happen with the spells. Yeah, I was going to say, I suspect the phalanx would take it. Which means I'm probably not going to get combo hits here. If I move the wizard to the other side, maybe they would still do it. But this is fine. I got a sorceress. And the spells will do okay damage. I think I still come out hitting damage. I don't think I have to worry about losing to damage. Let's see. Yep, got him. I think skeletons can be equipped with balder maces or hammers or something. I think they can. So I might actually buy some equipment for them to carry. They're not going to upgrade to a different class or anything in the future, so having good gear on them will actually enhance them in the long run. A little. Alright. And yeah, this I expect this to go exactly like it did last time. With the exception that my skeletons are going to be putting damage on the left and right instead of that back sorceress. The leader should die to a couple of hammers or one spell. The claw guy... Oh, very good. Very good. This gets me really close. Really close. Also, this unit is skulled now, so nothing to worry about. They actually got my wizard down because he was absorbing all those spells and he's relatively low level. Other than that, they didn't even manage to get my skeletons. Come on, Linus. Yes. Okay. So I need to do a little triangulation here. Capus Scow has a morale of 17. And Cochrane has a morale of 46. Right? Katreda liberated both of them. Not Katreda. Linus liberated both of them. Okay. So with Cochrane, the lowest that her alignment could be is a 26. You get like a plus or minus 20. Plus or minus 20 sounds right. Plus or minus 20 when you liberate. So she has at lowest a 26. She also liberated Capus Scow. So the highest her alignment could be is 37. So her alignment is somewhere from a 26 to a 37. That puts her right around 30. Right around 30. I'll have to keep a note of that so that I can actually use her properly in the future. I don't think I have any units that aren't skulled out on the field anymore. So it's all clean up now. Very good. 29 damage, 25 damage. That's a lot. I won't be surprised to find that they've got high fatigue. Very good. The only trouble taking on a unit with this kind of layout is that Woody can't stack his damage with a worm until either the front or the back is gone. That's alright, they're doing pretty good. They've been dodge tanking just fine. Woody's fatigue is actually pretty high itself. I'm going to let him recover that before he goes into a fight again. Now, who should take this one? It's got nothing left. So I'm going to check all my units real quick and see who's the lowest level, and I'm going to make sure they get fed. Okay, so that surprised me. The weakest one, by far, was Leia, and she's way under level. Way under level, which makes her fight against the Dark Knight earlier pretty impressive, because she absolutely nuked him. Absolutely nuked him. So we're going to let her do most of the cleanup. Woody could use a little bit more experience, but he's about on par. My leaders are anywhere from 10 to 11 for the most part. Rebecca, with her Thunder D group, is level 13. She's well ahead. So in the future, I'll probably try to use her just to break oncoming units and let others clean them up. Let's see how Leia can do. This is actually a good fight for their alignment also. Experience 26. Yep. Time to level you up some more. And we can send her... Let's just send her here. I think there might be a treasure there. And Woody, just post. You don't actually need any more experience, so just post. Rebecca... Yeah, go get him. I know she's over leveled, but one way to lower your alignment is to fight weaker stuff. She's stronger than everything. So hopefully that'll help her bring it down a little bit. Doll mages only get one strike in the back, so that reduces this from attacking it from behind. Reduces this to a 6 strike unit instead of an 8 strike unit. So it's a pretty good way to fight them. Also, it looks like their fatigue's high. They're having trouble dealing damage or even hitting at all. When a dexterity-based class has trouble hitting, probably fatigued. I'll be very frustrated if a bunch of healing items come into play here. Thunder D, finish him. Boy, that is a thrust right there. Ouch. Oh. Hey, thanks. It looks like they got 2 crits on my Thunder Dragon, which made his last attack his breath attack instead. Their alignment went up again. I need it to be not maxed out for them to hit their next stage of evolution. It'll be really frustrating if I can't do that. Also, it may be really hard for her to retreat out of this combat. So I need to make sure that that dragon doesn't get too low. 1 strike. Blocked. Yep. And you're dead. Dragons, man. Ansate Cross. Wow. That's actually kind of like a relic. You equip it and it gives a special effect to a unit. I'm not sure I've ever seen one of those drop from killing a unit before. Look, I don't think I need to tell you whose dragon is better. It's not your dragon. Alignment up? Your alignment went up from killing a lawful aligned dragon. Did I check this city? Let's find out. I've always thought that the general was on our side. Which general? Well, the one who's always at Prince Yumel's side. I think he's the co-general now. I heard that he used to be the general of the Central Division. And what general may that be? Well, let's go take a look. Oh, look, it's Ankaseth. It's Ankaseth. Again, thankfully, the boss is in the middle. Fully vulnerable to every type of attack there is. Alright. Blessed Sword. That is a paladin piece of equipment. So that's the second piece of paladin equipment that we found. We found the helmet and the sword. Seems like every time I come after this unit, they end up... Ooh. A crit will put that one really low. Really, really low. Seems like every time I come after this unit, their health is almost full. Ah. Yeah, she's gonna have to back and heal. Although I guess I could cycle the Valkyrie with a different one and just keep going. Nope. Nope. Change that. Not gonna happen. Hey, it's cool. Leia can just keep fighting them 100 times until she levels up, and then maybe she can take them on. All right, Woody. Herd them. Herd those cats. I'm going to try to put him in a spot where the enemy's going to be constantly moving and fatiguing. So I tell Leia to go to that city to the east because it's closer to, you know, the enemies that she's going to wipe out. And so she's taking a stroll right in front of the boss, right down these roads to head to the east. Whoa! Whoa! A wild pumpkin head. Yes, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Give you a smack. Give you one more smack. Come and join me. Join my... Oh. I know what I'm doing after this mission. How about we do a little pumpkin farming? Alright, Leia, good enough. Can you get on that unit before it wakes? Yes. Almost definitely. Now, what should they hit? Let's go with weakest so that hopefully we'll be able to polish anything off. Wow, has their morale gone down? Oh, they're just not targeting the same things. I see. That makes more sense. They're still doing a combination. They're just not all combining on the same unit. Magic missile. I want to cast magic missile. This is a pin on the wall, so I gotta make sure she doesn't take too much damage. Seems like sword attacks always want to hit those fairy units, which is kind of a problem when they have such good dodging. They're actually pretty resistant to being singled out like that. However, they're not really resistant enough. Oh, he blocked it, man. Still, that was probably for the better. Everybody leveled up, which means I don't end up having any experience overflow. Now they can take both of these out, and they'll still be able to keep healing. It's probably the low one. Yep. It almost doesn't matter who they... they're going to double the left guy then. Yep. Yep, there we go. The middle chicken man will take 1 to 2 sword hits. 1. And this guy gets tripled. Does that do it? Yep. Good stuff. 50. Man, they're still getting 25 each. That's a lot. Here we go. The timing should be right. Here comes the fatigue. Now you can finally win, Leia. Get him before he's able to heal up. Man, he's at full health. How does he... Did I let him sleep? I don't remember letting him sleep. Oh, actually, that crit on the right side means I'm going to get some splash out of this fight. That's nice. There's one. There's another team attack with some splash. That went my way. They should get a couple of hits. Very good. Yes, very good. Very good. I should actually be able to finish it. So using fatigue is really strong. If you can lure a unit into where they're very fatigued, somebody that's, what, 3 levels under can actually end up winning. I'm going to cycle that Valkyrie. Yeah, definitely. In the next fight, because of not being completely fresh. Can the combo kill? Not quite. The sword attack should do it. There we go. That means we'll get a triple. And that'll do it. Perfect. Yeah. So that left this Valkyrie a bit weak. Nice. A little bit weak. But all we have to do is cycle her with either Leia or the other one. 2 sword strikes and a triple. That should finish him. Alright, that's it. Everybody else around here is gone. I've only got Isom and Linus farming pumpkin heads over here. But once their fatigue is done, I'll have everybody stack up and we'll get our Doom Train running. Alright, so the boss is Isom's daddy. So obviously we're going to let him go first. And then behind that, everybody else can stack up. He's relatively lawfully aligned. So maybe we'll send Rebecca. Rebecca? Oh. All right, cut that. Okay, let's try that again. Isom first. Get in there. Second, we'll send Rebecca, because we want her alignment to come down. Here we go. Who gave you these orders? Answer me! Whose orders are you following? Saraid told us to use the Nerdamese troops. I see. That is all. You are dismissed. But, sir... Leave! Dude's peeing his armor. Oh, hey, Dad. Nice castle. Son, who let you in? Father. It's you. You became a minion of Lotus? If so, then what? Or if I said no, could battle be avoided? This is a good opportunity. I will test the Revolutionary Army myself. Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of my army. They're doing pretty good damage. I think they should be able to finish him by the end of the fight without much trouble. The big question is, how much damage do I take in the meantime? The answer seems to be not very much. His little clay assault is, you know, cute and everything, but not very dangerous. That's about... Yeah. Oh, he's going to make it. And I probably can't charge my Pedra either. Okay. It's taken quite a long time. There we go. Let's fire the Pedra. If it hits him at all, it should be enough for us to win. There we go. Fireworks! This army must just carry fireworks around with it. For all the fireworks they're firing off at the end of every single battle. The treasure is a blessed sword, which is great. I think that's the paladin sword, right? So this map really seems like it wants us to have paladins. Good stuff. Paladins are awesome. Paladins are absolutely end-game level units. You've become strong, Isom. But you are still not strong enough to change this kingdom. I am not the only one standing in your way. What do you mean? To rebel against Palatinus means that you make enemies with the Holy Lotus Empire. And the commander of the Western Division is Prince Yumel. You knew that, did you not? You made your decision. You cannot back away from it. Well, I'll be going. But no, like we have this fight, you know, some people from both of our armies might get killed, and then we'll have a chat, and then you can just go. That is the true privilege of the nobility, is other people's lives getting stolen from them in war, And then you just have a chat and then, see you, Dad. What should we do? Should we follow orders and free the Balmalkans so that we can use them to our benefit? Is that the right thing to do? You have 3 choices. They do include defying your orders. I don't care, just tell me. All right then. The first choice is to follow orders and liberate the mining facility in Aldvera Heights. We will most likely encounter the enemy garrison. The problem is that we'd involve the people working there as well. I've no doubt that there will be a large number of casualties. The next is to ignore orders and head north to Mount Ithaca. This way we can avoid making contact with the Balmalkans. The drawback is that battle with the Western Division would take place sooner. And our last choice is to head west toward the sea and liberate the Sable Lowlands. The Balmalkans have lived there for a long time. We may be able to find a good solution to our problem, and at the same time, the situation may improve. But you never know. Are any of these choices going to work out for us? That would be nice, but life's not that easy. What to choose and what to sacrifice, it's all up to you, Isom. Western Region, Castle Talpa. Enough! I understand. I will talk with Ankaseth about the details when he returns. You are dismissed. I wonder if that's the knight with the PP armor. Yumel's over there crying. Yumel has no interest in pretty girls. Yep. It looks like your prince is troubled, eh? Well, who are you? How did you get in here? Don't worry your pretty little head about that. Say, Mary, do you want to help your prince? What are you saying? Be gone! I'll call the guards. Do you want your dear prince to keep suffering? You can help him. What more do you want? I can be of help to Prince Yumel? I know, my female voices are fantastic. Yes, you can. You're the only one who can help him. That is your and the prince's destiny. The blood that courses through your veins, my lord's blood, will lend you strength. Now let me awaken the sleeping power within you. Debarrel and Exicus Pizzeria. It's the infernal aura. So those are the 3 choices that Hugo told us about. We can either go south, grab the miners and use them as cannon fodder, go north and just attack the capital of the Western Division, or go west and hope something good happens. Going west is the most advantaged solution there. So that's probably what we'll be doing. And that does it for this battle. That felt like a long one. Probably the voices at the end. But that's it. That's it until next time. See ya.